that your time is more precious than everybody else's.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was the second thing that irked me. And then my passenger was in a hurry that she shouldn't have been for somebody using a line or a pool. So she let them have it, and they told her to chill. So now I got two nice-sized, scary, racially African men and a racially Hispanic, let's say, butch-type woman that are about to, have raised voices. It's not getting friendly.
Yeah.
So I had to tell them both to chill. I can't imagine that's good for my ratings. And then basically the guys did it. They made good. But I mean, I'm still not in love with the etiquette behind asking for extra time because time is money. And I just don't like this Miami, the clock revolves around me attitude even after 15 years.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody owes it to everybody else to be on time.
I agree.
And so yeah, it's between the open solo cups and the etiquette folly of asking for time I just didn't like the guys. As for the girl, I mean, she really shouldn't have engaged. I mean, she just had to take it upon herself that if you only paid for a lift line, you get what you get.
Right.
And it's not even in great taste to let your driver know that you're in such a big damn hurry, much less another passenger.
Well, there was a lack of common courtesy and self-respect all around that table there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's a once a week level shit show.
It's a pretty good shit show if you ask me.
Well, let's see. I've had a guy whose friend put him in the car who was incoherent to tell me where he wanted to go.
Oh, that's great.
And then when I pulled over, he grabbed the wheel and tried to pull me back on the road.
It's always fun. Go ahead and take the wheel, buddy. Yeah.
I had a girl from a laundromat who requested a lift line for one, put 5 garbage bags worth of laundry in the back seat, already about 4 minutes of my time, and then an adult male and a baby appear that try to get in the car. So now I need a cancellation of a ride I had already accepted. And so I took the cancellation and the fee. She refused to unpack the car until I refunded her cancellation fee. So we agreed to call the police, but it was self-evident that the police weren't going to get there in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
so
right.
I mean, it was cheaper to just pay off the cancellation fee and get on with my day and just report the whole incident than to sink down to her level and continue handling it amongst ourselves.
God.
So that was probably my second worst one. I'd say that's after that there's a big drop off. Nothing else is like scary. No, I had an Uber pool up in North Bay Village, and it was only a pool. I didn't realize it was a pool at the time, but this girl asked me to wait, and it was the 3rd minute by the time I realized it was only a pool, and I was under no obligation to do so.
Right.
So there's some 6'3", 350-pound jacked African-American male gets in the car. And he starts letting me know what a terrible hurry he's in. All right. Then we get another ride request. And it's back in the previous direction past his house. So he is pissing and moaning and screaming and cursing about how, and basically putting it on me that somehow I owe it to him to refuse the second ride.
Well, he could have gotten out and walked.
Yeah, or he can get out and walk, or he can pay for his own Uber if he's in such a damn crunch for time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we finally get there, and worse yet, the second passenger was an old lady. So here's this huge black dude just cursing and...
In front of the old lady?
In front of the old lady.
What an asshole.
Just unwilling to take any responsibility for the fact that, 1, he can pay for his own, and 2, and he's in the wrong. Once you only pay for an Uber pool, you're the one that needs to chill.
You
get
hate
what you pay
Uber
for now.
Pool. Do you hate Uber Pool?
Oh, yeah. You get what you pay for, not what you complain for.
Yeah.
I mean, in this case, you guys are both fine. I mean, you're getting along, the conversation's going well, nobody's had any etiquette fouls.
High five,
I mean,
brother. There we go.
I hate
good.
it because it's a double customer service job, but when everybody acts right, it's kind of painless.
Yeah.
I mean, and on top of that, it's a discount on the per mile and minute rate that the driver gets. So, I mean, we literally have to do it for less money. The company justifies this based on the idea that they're cutting wait time. But, you know, and that much is true, but between the double customer service job and the fact that people don't get picked up and dropped off on highways, it's not worth it. The only reason I wouldn't opt out of Uber Pool if I could is that cancellation rates are high. At least 20% and very plausibly 30%. So, I mean, in this case, there was also a third person with you guys. And she just wasn't there in 2 minutes, so I got a straight $4 out of that.
Okay,
you know, $2, $4 for 2 minutes, well worth it. And if that's going to happen 1 out of every 3 passengers,
shit, yeah,
it adds up. So I mean, while I'm taking you guys for the same prices I would be taking one of you for, you know, the fact that there was also a third person who resulted in a valid cancellation fee. I mean, I've had 4 of those in the same hour.
Huh.
So, I mean, really, one of the things that makes Uber Pool worth the driver's while is that it's so cancellation prone.
Okay. That makes sense.